Hello, welcome to Sociological Theory, Sociology 3380. My name is Dr. Avent-Holt. I'm going to be your professor for this semester. Very excited to have you in the class. This is a fully online class. So everything that we're going to be doing is going to happen through this web portal. You're, of course, free to come and meet with me in person, and I encourage you to do that. But this is our classroom. What you're seeing here, the D2L webpage is our classroom. It's a virtual classroom for us. And so what we're going to be doing this semester is getting in here and learning about sociological theory together. We're going to learn about three primary theorists, Marx, Weber, and Durkheim. But the very first thing you need to do to get going in the class is to take a look at the syllabus. So here we are at the home page, and so I'm going to show you how to get to the syllabus. You just go down here to where you see the content browser and click on the syllabus. That will take you to the link to click on the syllabus. You can, of course, take this document and download it, and I strongly encourage you to download it onto your hard drive, onto a flash drive, so that you have a copy there as well. So this is the syllabus. You can see what I'm going to do in this video is to go over some of the basics of the syllabus, just so you have your head wrapped around that. I'm going to make another video that'll be posted on D2L as well, where we're looking at how to navigate through the course website or through the course D2L page, and then some other shorter videos where I take parts of the key parts of the course, such as the online discussion boards, the learning and assessment quizzes, and I'll walk through each of those to make sure you understand those key parts of the class. But this will provide a kind of overview for the course and an overview of the syllabus. You can see the kind of standard stuff I'm sure you've seen in your other classes. This is, again, a fully web-based online class. All of my contact information is located at the top of the syllabus. I strongly encourage you to get in touch with me. Even if you don't have anything of concern, it's nice to put faces to students' names that I see in the class. So swing by my office anytime. You can guarantee to find me there on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8:30 to 10. But of course, if those times don't work for you, feel free to make an appointment outside of that, and we'll set up a time that works for both of us. Here's my email address. This will be probably the primary way that you contact me, so make sure you have that and you have access to that easily. And let me know again as issues arise or concerns arise, or just as you like to check in and let me know what's going on with you. This is a course about sociological theory. Sociological theory is very dense. This is a required course for sociology majors. Of course, others are welcome to take it as well. But it's required because it goes over some of the core foundational texts and ideas within sociology. And these come primarily from a group of 19th century European thinkers. And so their writing is very dense. We're going to read directly some of their writing, as well as reading other people's commentary and sort of assessment of their writings. And we'll use both of those together to make sense of the material. But all of that is to say it's not an easy class, and it can be, in some cases, quite difficult. It's very dense, but you're going to have to sort of just go headfirst into it, and we'll work on making sense of it together. We're going to look at three primary theorists over the course: Emil Durkheim, Karl Marx, and Max Weber. We'll go in that particular order. And these are considered three of the classical sociological theorists. And I'll have a whole video on what exactly that means. But in taking the course, there's going to be three basic things that you'll gain from that. At the first sense, you're going to deepen your sociological imagination that you've already been getting in your introductory courses and in the other substantive courses that you've been taking. You're going to also develop, so that's just an understanding of the ideas that these individuals are developing. You're also, though, going to understand and develop a way of making sense of how to evaluate what you think of those ideas. So it's not just that you're going to learn the ideas, but you're going to come to some conclusion about what you think, at least about some of those ideas. And through the course, especially in the latter part of the course, when you write your reflection papers, you're going to be developing your own ability to theorize about the world. And so we'll see how that works through the semester. There are 2 books you need to have. These are both required books. You need to go to the bookstore right away and get a hold of them. We'll be diving into them very quickly in the first couple weeks of the semester. So go ahead and get those and make sure you have both of them. The Kenneth Allen and Sarah Daines is a textbook, so it's written as a textbook to help us make sense of these theorists, while the Craig Calhoun and his co-authors provide a reader for us where we see direct text coming from Marx, Weber, Durkheim, and others as well. So go ahead and get those books and get ready to start reading those right away. There's a basic structure to the class that I've set out in the syllabus for you to see. Each week we're going to be doing a similar set of activities. We'll mix it up and vary it some throughout the semester, but we're going to have a basic structure to the course. On Monday, you need to be making sure that you've done all of the readings and watched all of the videos for the week so that we can begin our conversation on Tuesday. And Tuesday through Thursday will be our online discussion days. And I've structured these in particular ways. We have 2 types of discussions: in small groups and then in class-wide. There's an instruction sheet for you to take a look at and see how exactly that works. There's a particular structure, especially to the small group discussions. And I provided a video as well that you can take a look at for understanding how that's going to work. So those will be our discussion days. And then on Friday, you will be taking a quiz. Some of these are what I'm calling learning quizzes. Others are called assessment quizzes. And again, I've got a video to help you understand that distinction. Learning quizzes are very important, and you can take them as many times as you like to understand the material. Assessment quizzes will be graded to assess what it is that you know at that point in the semester. Okay, so that's the basic structure for each week. That comes with a set of grading components. Your participation in the class is required. You have to be present on those discussion boards and active on the discussion boards every single week. That'll be 10% of your grade. The learning quizzes, again, which you can take over and over and over and are designed to help you learn the material, will be 5% of your grade. And then there will be a set of assessment quizzes, 3 over the course of the semester, totaling 25% of your grade, but each of them are weighted differently so that the latter quizzes are weighted more than the former. And again, those are assessment quizzes to help make sure that I know that you know the right material, the material correctly at that point in time. You'll write over the course of the semester as well. There'll be 3 theoretical film analysis papers that you will write, each comprising 10% of your grade, so 30% total. Again, I've got a set of instructions on D2L for how those work, as well as an instruction video that you need to take a look at so you understand exactly what's happening. We will basically be watching a film for each of the 3 major theorists we cover: Durkheim, Marx, and Weber. You'll choose between 2 films to watch and analyze it through the concepts they provide to us. Again, see the video instructions and the paper instructions for understanding that more. And then at the end of the class, you will write a theoretical reflection paper. Again, there's a video for this as well as an instruction sheet to help guide you in basically reflecting back over the course and seeing what it is that you've learned and what you've gained by being a part of this class. I want to have one quick statement about assignments. I understand that you guys have lives. I have a life of my own. I have 2 small kids that keep me quite busy. They play baseball and do dance and things like that, so it keeps me quite busy. So I understand that things happen in your life. I've also had parents get sick, grandparents pass away during the course of semesters, and so I fully understand that these are real events in your lives that happen. If that happens, contact me immediately so that we can make arrangements for dealing with it. In relationship to your assignments, especially if it's going to require you to miss an assignment or be late on an assignment, contact me and we'll work through. I can't guarantee in all cases that it's going to work, that all of your reasons will be upheld, but I will work with you to make sure that when these kinds of real events happen, we can make sure to keep you on track as best we can. Okay, here's a little note on my teaching method and philosophy. This is an online class, so we're going to have discussions in an online format. This is basically saying, hey, you need to be present in the class. I'm going to be present in the class. Every week you will get notifications from me. I'll be conversing with you on the discussion board, and I expect the same of you as well. This is how we learn, is through our engagement with the materials and our engagement on the D2L platform. You can see a set of my expectations here. These, I think, are quite reasonable. I expect you to do the readings and watch the videos, participate in the discussions, and to be respectful of others in those conversations, and to keep lines of communication open with me. Take a deep read through that and make sure you understand what I'm asking, but I think it's consistent with what you would expect in other classes. Don't cheat. Be honest in what you write, what you say. Make it come from you. Make it and not the kind of you understand what academic dishonesty is, and don't be dishonest. I've tried to structure the course to help all students of varying abilities. But if there's something else that you need, please do let me know, and I will try to do what we can to make adjustments. I've listed out here a set of student resources for you. They're all linked online. There's a reality here that again, we have real lives outside of our classrooms, and there's a variety of needs that you have that you need to make sure are being met. And here are some resources to ensure that in ways that are outside of the confines of the classroom, but inside the confines of the university. Resources that you should take advantage of and make use of when they're needed for you. Let me do the last thing I wanted to talk about here is to take a look at the course schedule. Again, I've structured this in a particular way, and I want you to see that structure. We're going to start by just getting our heads in the first 2 weeks wrapped around what sociological theory is and wrapped around what classical sociological theory looks like and where it comes from. And then we're going to dive headfirst into looking at particular theorists. We're going to start by, again, our focus is on Durkheim, Marx, and Weber. Each of them, though, are reacting to and interacting with other thinkers, and I've built those in the course as well. So the first part is to focus on Durkheim by talking about him in the context of Thomas Hobbes, who is reacting in response, at least, to his social contract theory. We'll spend several weeks walking through Durkheim. This will take us down into Marx, and we're going to be looking at Marx, again, thinking about him in relationship to Adam Smith. Marx is a key critic of capitalism, and Smith is often held as arguing for capitalism. So we're going to sort of pit these two together and see what their differences are. And then we will end the class looking at Weber, and Weber is actually reacting to Marx in no small part. So we're going to set him up against Marx in that respect. Okay, I think I've gone on long enough in talking through this. Please let me know when you have questions. What you need to do next, though, is to really go into the syllabus, make sure you understand it, and then you have a syllabus quiz to take. So make sure that you take that syllabus quiz by the end of the week. This will help you in understanding what these quizzes look like, as well as helping you understand the basic structure of the class. So with that in mind, I'm looking forward to a great semester, and I can't wait to get to know each of you. Take care.